Hey guys! So it's Lenten, aka Easter season in Jamaica, and during this time of the year, Jamaicans love to eat fish. And today I am sitting in a field which has the famous Jamaican Scotch Bonnet pepper. I actually have one in my hand right now. I'm going to be harvesting a few of these peppers and I want you all to come along. Afterwards, I'll be heading right back to the kitchen and I'm going to show you how to make the famous Jamaican hot pepper pickle. And the main ingredient in that pickle is this bad boy right here, Jamaican Scotch Bonnet pepper, right? And this pickle is very delicious and it goes very well with fried fish. I'm also going to be sharing an overview of Scotch Bonnet peppers and some facts about Scotch Bonnet peppers, such as Scotch Bonnet nutrition facts as well as Scotch Bonnet health benefits. So stick around for the next round. Jamaican Scotch Bonnet peppers are a type of chili peppers. There are different types of chili peppers, and chili peppers are any fruit of a plant of the botanical genus capsicum. Scotch Bonnet peppers are native to Jamaica and the Caribbean, and it resembles the Mexican habanero pepper, and it's very similar in many ways. Capsicum chinense is the scientific name for these Jamaican chili peppers, and these are some other names. It is the hot pepper of choice in Jamaica as well as the Caribbean, where it is well known for its strong and distinct taste as well as sweet and aromatic flavor. These Jamaican hot peppers range in size from 1 to 2.5 inches in length and from 1 to 2 inches in diameter. They come in different colors and mature from green to yellow, orange, red, or even brown, depending on the variety. Scotch Bonnet peppers look very similar to a Scotsman's bonnet because of its squashed appearance, hence its name. And in some regions, they can grow longer with less of a squash look, but the spice and taste is still present. There are many variants of Scotch Bonnet, and the flavor and heat adapts to the region as well as the soil type. So the spice and the flavor will vary slightly depending on these factors. Scotch Bonnet peppers have a heat rating of 100,000 to 350,000 on the Scoville scale. And for those of you that don't know what a Scoville scale is, it's basically a scale for measuring the pungency of chili peppers against that of capsaicin. So that translates to extremely spicy. Scotch Bonnet pepper is very versatile and best used fresh, and it's oftentimes used in many of Jamaica's popular dishes as well as sauces. The main compound in the fruit that aids in health is a substance known as capsaicin, which is sometimes used for manufacturing meds such as analgesic, pepper spray, and circulatory stimulants. And it is the cause of that burning sensation that you get whenever you eat the fruit. So let us now look at Scotch Bonnet peppers nutrition facts. Scotch Bonnet peppers are very nutritious. They are an excellent source of phytochemicals. They also have flavonoids and carotenoids. They are rich in vitamin A and some of the B vitamins as well as vitamin C. In terms of minerals, they contain a good amount of magnesium as well as iron, and they also are rich in dietary fiber. Now we're going to look at Scotch bonnet pepper benefits. Scotch bonnet peppers have anti-cancer properties, and they can be used to ward off some types of cancers such as stomach cancer as well as breast cancer and other types of cancers. It can also help to increase metabolism, which can help us to burn more fat, and it can also help to suppress hunger pangs, so it will definitely help with weight loss. But of course, in order to make weight loss even more effective, we need to incorporate a good exercise program into our daily lives. And the seeds can be soaked in alcohol and used to treat muscle and joint pains. It can also be used for the treatment of cardiovascular diseases. And the leaves can be heated and used to treat insect bites. It can also heal ulcers because it contains certain properties that can effectively destroy the bacteria that can promote the growth of ulcers. And it also has anti-inflammatory qualities, which can make it an effective supplement for promoting heart health. It can also be used to treat pain such as rheumatoid pain, osteoarthritic pain, as well as headaches and pain that is brought on by diabetic neuropathy. And it's an anti-mucus agent, and it can be used as a natural remedy for treating colds and sinusitis. If you're wondering how to use Scotch bonnet pepper, it's advisable to wear heavy rubber gloves like the kind you use to wash your dishes, because the capsaicin oil that the pepper produces is strong and it can penetrate latex gloves. But if you don't have the proper gloves, it's better to use latex gloves than to use your bare hands. You should also ensure protection of your eyes by wearing protective eyewear, such as goggles, for example. And it's best not to touch any sensitive part of your body or your eyes when you're handling Scotch bonnet pepper. And after using it, use cold water to wash utensils that came in contact with the pepper and seeds. And this is very important because it can cause serious irritation. If you're not familiar with Scotch bonnet peppers and you would like to know where to buy Scotch bonnet peppers, you can find them in markets or supermarkets on the island. However, you may be able to find it at your local farmers market if you live overseas in an area that is heavily populated with people of Caribbean descent. You can also buy Scotch bonnet pepper seeds and plants, as well as dried Scotch bonnet peppers online on Amazon, and the sauces can also be bought there as well as in retail stores. Scotch bonnet peppers are pretty much available all year round in Jamaica, but the peak season usually falls in the summer right back through to the fall. And reaping can take place anytime between 12 and 16 weeks after planting, or when the fruits become turgid and then they have this dark green color. It's best to reap the fruits when the time is cool. So for us, it's usually in the early morning or late evening. For my viewers who aren't familiar with Jamaican food, this is an extremely spicy hot pepper pickle recipe. And it is a preserve, and as mentioned before, the main ingredients are these bad boys right here, Jamaican Scotch Bonnet peppers. It's something that will not last forever, but it will last a very, very long time. And if you're a lover of anything spicy, then this is definitely made for you. For the purpose of this demo, I will be using a small bottle which can hold less than a cup of vinegar once the rest of the ingredients has been added to the bottle. However, this recipe can accommodate either an extra small bottle or a large bottle. And guys, there are various methods of making Jamaican hot pepper pickle. Many people choose to add additional ingredients, and some tend to heat the vinegar. However, my recipe is different from most, but I can assure you that the outcome is absolute sweet fire. So it's not for the faint of tongue. For your ingredients, guys, you're going to need cane vinegar. You're also going to need allspice, otherwise known as pimento, yellow Scotch bonnet peppers, chocho, 1 cucumber, 1 white onion, and 1 carrot. And for your equipment, you're going to need a couple of containers to put your vegetables in. You're also going to need a thong, a vegetable peeler, knife, an airtight container, so it has to have a cover. You're also going to need a pot, a colander, paper towel, a pair of gloves, and of course your cutting board. So let's get right into it. I'm sorry guys, I should have mentioned that you will be needing 2 to 3 cups of water as well. Okay guys, so you're going to put a pot of water to boil on the stove, and while that's being done, you're going to wash your veggies and your Scotch bonnet pepper properly. Then you're going to remove the edges of your carrot and peel it. Next, you're going to create a design with your carrot before you cut it up. You're going to use your knife and make 1 deep cut from the top of the carrot straight to the bottom. And you're going to do the same with the other side, just like I'm doing in this demo. And then you're going to flick the middle so that it pops right out. Turn the carrot a little bit and repeat this process. And then you're going to turn it again, repeat the process, and do it a 4th time, right? After you do all of this, you're going to go ahead and cut your carrot into thin circular slices. And once you cut the carrot into slices, you'll be able to see the attractiveness of this design. Next, you're going to remove the edges of your cucumber. However, you're going to leave the skin intact. And you are going to create a similar design as your carrot. So you're going to follow the same steps. Then you are going to cut your cucumber into circular slices, but make the slices a bit thicker than the carrot slices. Now we're going to prepare the chocho, followed by the Scotch bonnet peppers, and we have to protect ourselves by wearing a pair of gloves. We need gloves because the chocha tends to stain, and as for the Scotch bonnet peppers, the capsaicin oils can cause a burning or stinging pain if it gets onto broken skin. The ideal gloves would have been thick rubber gloves, as I had mentioned before, but if you don't have them, which is the situation in my case, it is better to wear the latex gloves as opposed to having no protection at all. So you're going to remove the edges of your chocha, peel it, and then cut it into half. And as Jamaicans would say, you're going to remove the heart. And the heart is supposed to be the white hardened portion that sits in the middle of the chocha. Then you're going to do some julienne cuts. So in other words, you're going to cut it into thin strips. For your onion, you are going to remove the edges. Then you're going to peel it. And then cut it into circular slices. As for your Scotch bonnet peppers, you're going to hold them close to the stem and cut them into circular slices. By the way guys, I'm not promoting any of these brands that I've been using, I just like to use them. Wow, what a beautiful work of art. Alright, so let us get back to our preparation. So guys, you're now going to add your carrots and the chocha to the pot of boiling water, and you're going to parboil it. So what that means is that you're going to cook it for just a few seconds. Then you're going to turn off the flame and move the pot to another burner. And you're going to leave it there for a couple of seconds and then empty the contents of the pot into a colander. And guys, the reason why I added these vegetables to the pot of boiling water is because I wanted to soften them a bit before I place them into the bottle. The vinegar is also going to help to soften them, but I wanted to kickstart the process. So what you see me doing here is using the paper towels to dry off the excess water from these vegetables. Now we're ready to layer our ingredients into the jar. I'm starting with the pimentos, but you don't necessarily have to do it the way that I'm doing it. You can do it in whatever order you wish to do it, but the most important thing is that you layer the ingredients. Now we're ready for our finishing touch. We're now going to add our vinegar. You can store your Jamaican hot pepper pickle in the refrigerator if you plan to have it for a very long time. Otherwise, you can store it on the outside. So there you have it, guys, Jamaican hot pepper pickle. All these ingredients could have just been thrown into any bottle with a cover, and the outcome would be the same in terms of spice and flavor, but the attractiveness just wouldn't be there, and it wouldn't be made out of love. It's traditional for Jamaicans to gift a bottle of hot pepper pickle to their loved ones during this time, especially our loved ones living abroad. And here's a picture of our famous Jamaican escovitch fish, which is fried fish with Jamaican hot pepper pickle. And this dish is very popular during the Lenten season, especially on Good Friday, when many Jamaicans tend to choose fish as their choice in protein. So if you like this video and you would like to see similar videos in the future, then click on the link right here so that you'll be able to subscribe to my channel. And guys, please turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any of my uploads. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.